Lottie's Lightning Bolts class. I am Miss North Florida. My name is Marissa, and I'm just going to read a book for Miss Lottie's class, okay? So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and speak with Miss Lottie about how to read this yourself or be able to take an AR test. So this book is called Rosie, Revere, the Engineer, and it's by Andrea Beatty. This is the story of Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Leila's Greer classroom at Blue River Creek, young Rosie sat shyly, not daring to speak. So this looks like young Rosie. But when no one saw her, she peeked in the trash for treasures to add to her engineer stash. And late at night, Rosie rolled up her sleeves and built in her hideaway under the eaves. Alone in her attic, the moon high above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved. And when she grew sleepy, she hid her machines far under the bed where they'd never be seen. So you guys see, she's making her machines and everything. When Rosie was young, she had not been so shy. She worked with her hair swooping over one eye and made fine inventions for uncles and aunts, a hot dog dispenser and helium pans. So he has helium pans. And let's see. Made fine interventions for her aunts and uncles. The uncle she loved most was Zookeeper Fred. She made him a hat to keep snakes off his head. From parts of a fan and some cheddar cheese spray, which everyone knows keeps the pythons away. I didn't know cheddar cheese keeps pythons away. And when it was finished, young Rosie was proud, but Fred slapped his knee and he chuckled out loud. He laughed till he wheezed and his eyes filled with tears, all to horror of Rosie Revere, who stood there embarrassed, perplexed, and dismayed. She looked at the cheese hat and then looked away. I love it, Fred hooted. Oh, truly I do. But Rosie Revere knew that could not be true. She stuck the cheese hat on the back of her shelf and after that day kept her dreams to herself. And that's how it went until one autumn day, her oldest relation showed up for a stay. Her great great aunt Rose was a true dynamo who worked building airplanes a long time ago. She told Rosie tales of the things she had done and goals she had checked off her list one by one. She gave a sad smile as she looked to the sky. The only thrill left on my list is to fly. But time never lingers as long as it seems. I'll chalk that one up to an old lady's dreams. This is the plane. That night, as Rosie lay wide-eyed in bed, a daring idea crept into her head. Could she build a gizmo to help her aunt fly? She looked at the cheese hat and said, no, not I. But questions are tricky and some hold on tight, and this one kept Rosie awake through the night. So when dawn approached and red streaks lit the sky, young Rosie knew just how to make her aunt fly. So Rosie is thinking of ideas to make her aunt fly. She worked and she worked till the day was half gone, then hauled her cheese copter out onto the lawn to give her invention a test just to see the ridiculous flop it might just turn out to be. So it doesn't seem like Rosie is confident in herself. And so I want you guys to be confident in your dreams, okay? Strapped into the cockpit, she flicked on the switch. The Hello Cheesecopter sputtered and twitched. It floated a moment and whirled round and round, then froze for a heartbeat and crashed to the ground. Oh no, Rosie crashed. Then Rosie heard laughter and turned round to see the old woman laughing, slapping her knee. She laughed till she wheezed and her eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere. Who thought, oh no, never, not ever again will I try to build something to sputter or spin, or build with a lever, a switch, or a gear, and never will I be a great engineer. So Rosie said. So sometimes we have a little bit of failure, but that's not okay. That's okay. We have to keep trying. She turned round to leave, but then great Aunt Rose grabbed hold of young Rosie and pulled her in close, and hugged her and kissed her and started to cry. You did it! Hooray! It's the perfect first try. This great flop is over. It's time for the next. Young Rosie was baffled, embarrassed, and perplexed. I failed, said dear Rosie. It's just made of trash. Didn't you see? The cheese copter crashed. Yes, said her great aunt, it crashed, that is true. But first, it did just what it needed to do. Before it crashed, Rosie, before that, it flew. So there is a learning lesson in everything. Your brilliant first flop was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy and on to the next. She handed notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life might have its failures, but this was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. So don't quit, guys, okay? Keep reading and listening to Miss Lottie. She's going to steer you in the right direction. They worked till the sun sneaked away to its bed. Rose tied her headscarf round Rosie's head and sent her to sleep with a smile ear to ear to dream the bold dreams of a great engineer. At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2 build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proudly as Rosie Revere. The end. So this was a cute little book, and I just want you guys to pay attention to the lesson. Sometimes you will fail, but the only failure is when you quit. So don't give up. If you need help, reach out to your teachers, and they are your biggest supporters in school, along with your parents and people like me, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the book, and ask Miss Lighty or your teacher about how to check it out to read in class or to take your AR test. Good luck and happy first day of school, everybody.